Hi everybody and welcome. If this is your first time, welcome back. If this is a return trip for you, my name is April and this is the Frugal Planner channel. So today in front of me I have one of the planners that I made a couple weeks ago that I wanted to show on the channel. So all I'm going to do first thing, I made this a blank cover so that you could add any kind of sticker or ephemera. If you wanted to do white pen, you could totally do white pen. It'll write on the front cover of this. So I'm just going to pop down some stickers that look like Stark. A couple little Starks. And then another thing I'm going to do, because I am going to be throwing this in my bag and taking it back and forth to work, is I'm going to do a little tiny bit extra, and I'm going to round the corners of the pages. It's not, whoops, maybe if I can get this unstuck. There it is. I feel it on the ridges of my fingernail. It is being ornery this morning. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, there's 3 to choose from. I don't think I was saying that, but I'll just say that. There's 3 to choose from. They are all linked down below. And just so you know, I do make royalties off of these planners. So they are under $6 each. There are 3 specific ones, and then there is one that is a sample of all 3 of these layouts. The reason I did this, when I first started planning, I didn't know what layout I wanted to do. And so trying to decide that was actually a little frustrating because there was so many different layouts out there and so many different people using so many different things on YouTube. And planners are not inexpensive. And I can even say that from like 10, 20 years ago. Planners have always been a little bit spendy. When I first started out, I was in a Franklin Covey. Oh, that was a lot of pages. I was in a Franklin Covey and I absolutely loved it, but I didn't know how to use it. Like, I didn't know, what my top priorities for the day should be or where to put things that it made sense. So with my first planner, I was just kind of winging it, like, throwing things down on the page, seeing what felt good. And then it wasn't until YouTube really came out that I started getting into like decorative planning. And I ordered, I think my first my first planner that was not, sorry, I'll get all this clicking done and then I'll talk. Click, 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 click. One more set of pages. If you have one of these corner rounders, feel free to punch your pages. I'm doing this again because it's portable and I don't want to bend my corners, which sounds really bougie, but it is what it is. So they're all rounded. Okay. So when I decided to stop using Franklin Covey and I started watching YouTube videos and I was seeing all of the like YouTube videos that they had on of of Erin Condren, I was like, oh, well, this is a new type of planner. I have never seen this before, and I'm really, really liking this. So I ordered myself an Erin Condren, and then, like most of you, I went down that rabbit hole of stickers and ephemera and washi tape and all the pens and all the things, and that's why I'm doing this video. If I would have just stopped and had like a book like this that had the layout that I wanted to try, and I tried it for a month and I decided, you know what, that was a great, $6 spent, but that is not the layout for me. That's just not the planner for me. instead of trying so hard to fit myself into it, because it was back then $45, which was a lot for a planner. I think now they're closer to 60. So yeah, and there's, like I said, there's so many different layouts. So the first thing I want to do after I've done that is I want to go to this first page and I want to do a quick pen test, because I want you to consider this planner a sample planner. So don't be afraid to really get in there with your pens and pencils, your markers, whatever it is that you use for planning. Don't worry about ghosting. Don't worry about bleeding. The whole point to this is to put things down on paper to see if it's going to be what you want it to be. So this is the Pentel Rolling Writer. I love this pen. My late father-in-law wrote with this pen, and he had the coolest penmanship. So of course I got him thinking that it would improve my penmanship. It did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it did, but I pretty much still write with him because of him. So this is the Pen & Gear 0.7 gel pen. The reason I'm doing a pen test is I want to see what this paper is going to tolerate. This is it a Papermate Flare? I think. Nope. Pilot Fine Liner. And then I've just got a regular ballpoint. This is a Pen Gem. I think I got this maybe 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. I haven't really used them because I really like the Pen Gem paper to write with these, and I haven't had a Pen Gem notebook in a long time. This is the Pilot G2, and this is the 07. I do like how these write. They're so smooth. And then let's do the Pilot G210. It is super juicy. And I would encourage you to get all the pens that you are thinking about using in this planner out and tested. So this is the Muji, and this is going to be a 0.5. All right, and then let's see about shadowing and ghosting. So all but the ball pen and the 0.5 Muji ghosted. Is that right? Yeah. So I feel like we can use any of these just to give the notebook or the planner some oomph. So I'm going to scribble in my name. I'm going to use the G210. Ta-da. And then let's crack-a-lack into some planning. So this layout I did with the inspiration from the week's layout. So we're going to put the date over here, and then we're going to fill it in. But I'm going to get some coffee first. And I don't think, yeah, let's put the date in first. So let's go in here, and we're going to put in, this is going to be October. Now, I'm going to preface this with, this is not like my actual plans. This is simply to give you and I both ideas on how this planner and this layout could be used. Okay, so I just want to preface that. Let's do, I want to do Monday at the top, or do I want to do, yeah, let's do the date. So let's do 7, 8, now, I know this is the Frugal Planning channel, but if you have tape, if you have ephemera, if you have stickers, please do not hesitate to use them. If you do not, ballpoint pen will get you far, I promise. Especially since we are finding our way through planner layouts. All right. Now, I'm just going to do a little bit extra, but I'm going to grab a different pen. I'm going to grab my 0.7. I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of interest. Just a little bit. Nothing too big. Okay. So we've got the date and the day. Now I want to go in and I want to put in my header. So I'm going to go back to the 10 just to make it bold. This is going to be, this column here, I have decided that this is going to be dinners. This is going to be reflection. This is going to be my morning. You guessed it, afternoon. And then evening. Perfect. All right, now I think I'm going to go back to my my 0.7. More coffee. I slurped. Did you hear that? I'm so sorry. I don't normally do that. I apologize. Okay, so dinner. So Monday, we are going to be doing smash burgers. Smash burgers and fries. And then on Tuesday, fish tacos. Wednesday, we're going to do Greek salads. And then Thursday, fancy ramen. If you have not had fancy ramen, it is so good. It's just regular ramen, right? And then you add a bunch of things to it, like hard-boiled egg. You can add carrots, bean sprouts, olives, whatever your heart says you want to add. Kimchi. Fancy ramen. And then Friday night, I'm going to do taco salads with what's ever left over. There won't be leftover fish, but whatever is left over from the taco salads or from the tacos. And then Saturday is going to be leftovers. And then Sunday is going to be date night. Scribble a little heart down there. So as you can see, just with an ink pen, just with a pen, you can change up your lettering and make it look completely different. And I could even go back and do what I did to October to like the fish tacos and really add some more dimension to it. If that's something you want to do, feel free to do that. Absolutely. And then I am going to fill in my morning really quick. I will fill in the reflection for you so you can see what it looks like when it's completed, but I want to give this time to do its, well, no, maybe I shouldn't. Okay. I changed my mind because I'm like, I don't want to mess that up, but then I thought my hand would be over here and okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and do the reflection. And this can be anything. It can be how your day went. It can be how you feel about the weather. It can be how you feel about, anything, what your thoughts are. Also doesn't have to be in your very best penmanship. A little secret for you. If I come upon a day and I'm reflecting and I can't find anything like nice to say, I will talk about whatever we had for dinner. Like, that is my go-to. So if you ever see an entry like when I'm posting on community and you're like, oh, April liked the fish tacos that night. Must not have been her best day. That's what that means. That's like, it's like a secret code into my life. The last thing I want is to fill my planners with negative energy. I have a journal that is for that, that is just for like emotional dumps. That's what I go to. This is not that. So I try to keep it really not necessarily upbeat, but real, just not negative. Now, you can tell my penmanship is all the same because I'm writing it all the same. But if I were to write this on a different day with a different pen, all of these boxes are going to look a little bit different, which, you know, is totally normal. What I'm doing now, backfilling, also, I guess is pretty normal. I don't want to make something not. Anybody else use their dining room table as a catch-all? Whoops. How many of you have had those days where you're just literally exhausted and you still have, you know, things to do on your list and you're like, I need to get all of these done. Like, I need to get all of these done. And you just power through. Okay, and then down here in this portion here, you can write whatever you want. This can be stuff from last week. This can be whatever you want. For me, I'm going to do if I have extra energy. I would like to clean out our spare bedroom, which in itself is like a whole day project. All right, and then let's hop over here to the morning. Just gonna do little circles. I'm gonna journal, and I'm gonna remember to take my sups. Taking these new supplements, so they're not in my habit yet, so I'm writing them down. Also a great place for this. Pack lunch. And film. Dishwasher. I'd put unload, reload, but I know what that means. Edit videos. Vacuum. Need to change out candles. I need to clean off the table because that is where I put everything. And then I need to do a pantry inventory. catch up on journaling, do some more filming, and then clean my office. Usually after, like, I do 3 or 4 different filming sessions, my desk is atrocious, so it's good to just clean it up. Make breakfast. What do you guys think so far? Is this something that you're looking at me fill in and you're like, okay, yeah, this is something I could absolutely do? Or are you thinking, you know what, I would change the dinner column to XYZ. I would change the reflection to XYZ. Tell me what your thoughts in the comments down, what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Speaking of comments, answer comments. And then I've got, are you ready? Work, 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 work. Na, 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 na. I don't know the words to that song other than the work part. Put work in. And then these are just notes that I need. And then, is this Thursday? Yeah. Order pellets. It's getting to be that time of year. Wood pellets for our wood stove. And then nothing on Friday. I mean, nothing but work. I will tell you, this paper, it has a toothiness to it. It's thinner. It's like copy paper, but it does have a toothiness to it. So I'm really liking how this pen is gliding along. And as far as ghosting, a little bit, but I'm actually quite surprised at how well it is holding up for a mass-produced planner on, I mean, I go through Amazon, so this is not, you're not going to get the quality that you would from a $60 planner by any means. I don't want to misrepresent this notebook or this planner. It is not like that at all. This is definitely where we're starting to figure out what kind of layouts work best for us. And yeah, my tummy is a growling like crazy. I'm trying to get back into my PM routine. Struggle monkey. Struggle monkey? Struggle bus? What's a struggle monkey? Like, did I just make that up? If you've been here, you know I do that all the time. I just make things up that sound good. But struggle monkey sounds a little weird. How about we call it the struggle bus? Get fuel. I don't know what I'm going to binge this week. Honestly, I've been kind of in a binge rut since The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I don't know when they're going to post season 2. If they're not going to do a season 2, I feel like there's going to be a mutiny. And if you haven't seen it, if it's not your thing, that's totally cool. If you have seen it, does anybody else think about the swig and how that's just bizarre to me? I guess it shouldn't be. I live in the Pacific Northwest and we have a coffee stand on every single corner. I shouldn't be surprised that that kind of caffeinated drink would be popular. I want to try one. It's kind of like the Sonics. If you have a Sonic near you, that's kind of what I think a swig. But they have Sonics in Utah. So I don't know. Let's see. Meal plan. And then I can hear the fox outside. Check my socials. Saturday is going to be relaxing in the evening, and then Sunday, just prep for next week. And then down here, I'm actually going to use this space to write notes for next week. And what I want to work on is seed placement for the 2025, this blows my mind, garden. And that, my friends, is how you fill in, one of the ways you fill in this layout. This is just one of the ways. I'm going to be posting these every Friday, and I've got 3 different planners that I'm going to be going through, and I'm going to be showing 2 to 3 in each one of different layouts different things you can do with these layouts. So definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you're notified. And then next week, I will be doing a layout in the, let me grab it. The tracker, the weekly tracker. So this will be next week. So definitely hit the notification button if you are interested in this one. And then if you want to order it before it goes live next week, hopefully Amazon ships these pretty fast. All 3 of them will be linked below. So there's this one, actually there's 4 of them. And then there is this one. And then there's actually a sampler that has all of the layouts to try. So if you're really not sure and you're like, I think I want to try all 3, go ahead and grab the sampler one. They're all tagged down below, and then this one will be next week. It should be a pretty long series. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to show you different ways that you can use these layouts. And since I have already shown you how to cut the corners, I will probably cut corners. I will probably do that in them as well so that we're not starting over with that. And then I will just tag this one to go back to. So let me know down below what you think. Let me know what you think of the pen testing, the ghosting. If it's something that you are like me, that you're like, yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm excited to show you some more layouts, and I will meet you down in the comments. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. Okay, bye.